I saw that.
You just realize that there are people that their brains are wired in such a way that you can't even fucking fathom. Just Penn's friend decides he needs to paint a Vermeer. The problem is he's never painted in his life, but he studies this artist, and there's been art critics thinking that Vermeer didn't paint traditionally, that he might have used some trickery, something,
some tomfoolery.
So he decided that he did, and he used lenses and all sorts of shit and mirrors, and he was actually kind of like just painting the image that he could see through the images and the mirrors and stuff. So he decides, I'm going to do this. And he spends well over, I think Penn told me off air, it was like 5 years.
I think he said it on the air.
The film took 5 years because the guy decided, all right, I now have to build I call it a set. And in the movie, it looks like a set. But he basically, in his warehouse in San Antonio, he builds the set of the painting.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's all shit from the 1700s, or whenever the fuck Vermeer was around. So he can't find any of this in antique stores. So he decides, well, now I got to learn woodworking. I've never done woodworking before. And he builds all the furniture that's in this painting.
So he has to become a furniture builder.
Yeah, and he has to figure out the dimensions by looking at the painting, like, oh, okay, this chair is about 28 inches off the ground, and this is the dimensions of this. And then he makes all the fucking furniture. And then he makes there's a vase or a vase in the painting. He's never done kiln work before.
So he has to do pottery.
So now he makes pottery, and then he's figuring out, like, the windows that were used, they don't fucking use those anymore, and the intricate work in the windows. So he builds those, and he builds this whole fucking thing in a warehouse. But then he has to go over to he has to learn Dutch because he has to do research on the fucking Vermeer guy. So he learns a language just so he could talk to these people that know more about Vermeer. Then he decides, well, I can't use the paints that are available today. I want to use the paints that Vermeer would have had available back in the day. So then he learns how to fucking mix his own paints from the 1700s, how they did it back then. And then he's grinding down lenses because he needs the exact lens that he thinks Vermeer possibly used. It's not proven that Vermeer actually did it this way. There's no proof of this, but it's assumed. So now he's grinding down these fucking lenses how they did it back in the 16 or 1700s. And then he invites Martin Mull, who supposedly is a great painter.
Martin Mull is a great painter.
Supposedly.
Oh, no.
Because he shows the technique he thinks he discovered or rediscovered, something that maybe was used back in the day. And it shows Martin Mull. And he takes a picture of his dad. And he goes, I've never painted before, but I'm going to show you what you could do with this technique. And he paints a beautiful portrait off the photograph of his dad, but he's never painted before. The fuck?
I guess he's just good at everything.
Well, he's an inventor and stuff, and he's a graphic design artist. So, he definitely has skills, but he also knows how to wire his brain to figure shit out.
Penn said that his friend, he goes, I think this is about his daughter going to college. Like, this is a guy who just needed a brilliant guy who needed to distract himself with something. Well, instead of curing cancer for all of us, he decided to do something crazy like this.
Oh, he studied the clothes because there's two people in the painting.
Yeah.
I think it's called The Music Lesson if you want to look it up. So he studies the clothing, but they don't make those clothes anymore. So he made those clothes from scratch, getting the right people that know how to fucking sew and shit. Then there's a rug in there that you can't fucking buy anymore.
Did he get a loom?
Yes, he made the rug.
No way, he made the rug.
He made the rug. And then he's got the two people. One is his daughter that came back from college for a summer, I think. Puts her in all the clothes that were used in the original painting.
She hot?
She's all right. Oh, okay. And then he has all these apparatuses to make sure she can't move at all, that she kind of, these fucking, like, vices and stuff.
Gee.
All in. He cuts, like, the side of his warehouse out because he has to put those fucking windows in, like in the original painting. And then proceeds to painstakingly paint for, I think it was close to 200 days. He said he had to do every individual knot of that rug by hand.
Come on.
And he's never painted before.
What are you even talking about?
I'm looking at a picture that he did another picture. Johannes Vermeer, I guess his name was.
Yeah.
And the girl with a pearl earring.
Right.
Look, can you look that up?
Girl with a pearl necklace.
But
I thought this was a photo, too. This looks like a fucking photograph.
Oh, yeah.
Even more than this. I guess that's the one this guy likes.
Right.
Have you seen this before? I've never heard of this guy. I'm just a
I've never heard of Vermeer. I'm not going to sit here and make believe I did.
Go to the second one and Sam.
Have you ever heard of Vermeer?
Nope.
Right there.
I have not heard of. That looks like Scarlett Johansson.
That
from
is
the movie.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, it's from a movie? Oh, no wonder. Wait, no.
It's a movie poster.
That is a movie poster, or that's a movie poster? Oh,
No,
that's
that's not. That's a different photo.
Maybe
you're
she
looking
played
at.
some Vermeer character. I don't fucking know.
That
This is
one's
the
the
painting.
painting.
Oh, there's the painting. That doesn't look like Scarlett Johansson.
A little bit.
okay. That looks
Yeah.
like an
Wow,
old
that's
photo.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, so this Tim's Vermeer. I don't think the movie's for everyone, but it's fascinating that there are people that are that smart.
I want to see it. I really. I almost went to the premiere the other night, but I just couldn't. But I really want to fucking see
I
it.
enjoyed it. It wasn't slow at all. It wasn't slow at all.
Gonna watch that.
It moved quite nicely. But he had to build all that shit.
Yeah, that's the
And
crazy
then there's
part.
an instrument in there. I forgot. It's sort of like a piano, I guess, but it's not a piano. I forgot the name of it.
Harpsichord,
No, not even that. I know the
hurdy-gurdy,
A tuba,
I know the basic ones.
flute,
drums.
And he built
cornet,
he built that instrument so he could paint it.
harmonica.
I don't know.
Some of them other instruments we got.
That is sort of like a piano, though.
Oboe.
It wouldn't be an oboe.
Lolly.
Yeah, that played pretty good.
But just the amount of time. I mean, he's an entrepreneur. He doesn't have to work, obviously. So first of all, you got to like blow off your job for a while so you could even attempt something like this.
Yeah, you can't have like a fucking any kind of responsibilities.
And then he discovers stuff in the original painting that has never been discovered before.
Really?
While going through this
Waldo?
process.
Waldo somewhere.
Yeah, there's a log on the floor. a dog log.
He makes his daughter shit on the floor so he make it authentic.
No, this was a schnauzer, so he has to raise one from a pup and wait until it's exactly 8 weeks old so he can get the right log size.
Feed it right, so it's the consistency, the same shit consistency.
Yes. Exactly. They ate the toenails of Negroes in those days.
Jesus. But
Well,
fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Just to know
I'm
that
there.
the guy had to like just recreate everything.
yeah. Crazy.
Just insane. Insanity.
I wasn't watching something so intellectual
Artsy-fartsy?
and artsy, and I watched, which I am now just fucking, I'm all in. I'm all in. And I hate reality shows, but I can't help it. Fucking 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, you are.
Is hilarious.
Best show on TV.
These fucking guys are such loser saps. And that one guy that's with that fucking Spanish chick
Yep.
is gay.
We kind of
I told you.
So gay.
we played a few clips the other day. That's the
gay.
Colombian broad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has a ridiculous body.
Slamming body and
Did you watch the newest episode where she gets in the hot tub?
yes.
Holy shit.
And yeah, she's
there a
in
clip of it?
bikini.
I don't know.
That fucking show, you could just sum it up. The guys are these needy, jealous, clingy dudes.
They seem like mama's boys.
Mama's boys, and they're with these chicks that, for the most part, they're not even in the same category
Right.
as these guys. They got them because they're American, and these girls are from other countries and want to be Americans.
Basically Russian brides.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
old
but they're
gag.
from other places and stuff.
Right, but the same concept.
And they will ditch these fucking guys in no time. That Brazilian model girl
Yeah.
is stunning.
Yeah.
She went to get her hair done, and she's like, I'm done getting my hair to do and then the girl's like, you could be a model.
Right.
And she gives her a number, and the guy's like, well, I'm a little nervous about her model. Like any...
They just know.
Putting her in any situation where a guy might actually talk to her
Oh, man.
is petrifying to these saps.
Someone's going to pull up with a Ferrari and just yank her out of that house.
This guy,
Never to be seen again, and that guy's going to be on the floor crying in the fetal position.
the guy's a little overweight. He's got like male pattern balding going on, and he's with this girl that is absolutely has the potential of being a model.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And he knows it. That's the thing. He fucking knows that he's done.
He's just sitting there, like, realizing that he's so close to her finding out that she's hot.
Right.
And once she
Yes.
finds out that she's hot, she's going to be like, why am I hanging out with this overweight Mormon
Yes.
Weirdo.
When she's fucking talking and she's like, she says I was beautiful. I don't know. I don't.
She said I can be model.
I can be model. and they put the fake eyelashes on her and do all her whole makeup, and they turn it to the mirror camera thing, and I just went like, holy fuck, this is the hottest girl I've ever seen.
What about the one from Cleveland with the Russian broad?
Oh, that fucking thing.
Another sap?
She is so not into this dude.
Not even slightly.
Not a bit.
Not
And
even as
he's-
a person.
And he has to do the uncomfortable chuckle whenever she that just shows that she hates this guy in front of his family and everything. And
she's
he's just like, oh, she does that,
And she's torn because she doesn't want to go back to her shitty country.
She don't want to go back, but she doesn't want this guy.
She's also going to have the realization, like, wait a minute, I don't have to stay with this guy
The
after I'm married.
second she says I do at this wedding that's supposed to take place in 90 days, she's gone. She is going to fucking ditch this guy.
Then why would she get married if she wants to ditch him?
So she can live in the
to
States.
live in the United States.
Yeah, they're Russian brides or whatever, yeah.
Their little green cards, whatever they fucking... They're not even green cards. Their visas run out in 90 days.
I hope this show has now this is what's happening at the end. Because that would be
that's
perfect.
what I want.
I hope they filmed this so far long ago that they could give you a solid update what's going on with these people.
That fucking model chick is going to be like fucking Tom Brady.
Right.
And that poor sap is going to be, I can't even watch football anymore.
Is that which one is the? She's cute, man.
She's
That's
the Russian.
chick who is cute. Yeah.
I think this plays to every guy's,
insecurities
because I think we all, at one time or another, like dated someone out of our league, and you always felt like you're
on the brink
you
of
were
just
just
losing
holding on with your fingernails,
like
trying to keep it going and make it work, and you just always knew that right around the corner there was someone that was probably better than you, and she was the type of person that would go for it in a second.
You're trying to fucking hold a handful of mercury on a roller coaster. You just know. You just know.
Where you don't want to go out with them too much. You don't want to bring them in public too much. You're always coming up with excuses why you don't want to go
that
out.
Party. Who's going to be there?
Right.
And then you go through the whole thing. That guy, he's too smooth. Fuck that.
And as soon as you dropped her back off at her house, you knew she was on the clock to find somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't miss those fucking days.
You drop her off 2 seconds later. Hi, honey.
Everything good?
Why
didn't you answer your phone?
What are you doing?
What? You just dropped me off 5 minutes ago, you whack job.
That's every fucking one of these couples.
That's why I think the show works.
Oh, it's great. Except for the gay guy who his family is like Carrie's mother religious.
Really?
And you obviously know that they don't like the gay.
Right.
So he's doing everything he can to show his parents that he's not gay.
Do you think that's what it is? He's just
I think that's absolutely
And he's
what it
got
is.
the hottest one of all of them, right?
Nah, that model chick is really fucking attractive.
It depends on your taste.
That's the one with the possible gay guy.
No.
The Colombian
The
broad.
model chick is the Brazilian girl.
The Brazilian
Wait, there's
girl.
a Brazilian and a Colombian?
Yes.
Yep. The Colombian is the fucking busty Spanish
Yeah,
girl.
it depends
Wait, show
on your
me
taste.
this again.
The Colombian girl is the one that looks like a sex doll, and the Brazilian
Yes.
girl looks like a model.
Looks like a cute.
Oh,
So they're two different types
we didn't
of
do
hot.
it. We didn't do the Brazilian girl, did we?
No, we
no,
did.
we do. Well,
I don't remember.
No,
I
But
remember
she didn't look like a model.
She
Because she was the one who couldn't believe that there was hot water in the house.
Oh, that was her.
Remember
Okay.
that clip?
Yeah.
They- top right chick.
Yeah, but she didn't look that hot there.
Dude, they
Right, they
gussied
gussied
her
her
up.
up.
She looked
where
good, but-
she had a look like a complete fucking
Really?
fashion
Who is she
model.
right there with the fucking the black hair and the black shirt? She is fucking
That's
beautiful.
That's the Colombian.
Oh, that's
Colombian
Colombian.
with the
Wow.
gay dude.
And the
There's
gay guy kissing her, I'm just going to call him the gay guy. They haven't confirmed or shown he was gay or anything. They hint at it. They
Oh,
do.
yeah.
But this guy, when he kisses her, there's like lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. There's no passion in his fucking face when
Yeah.
he kisses
When-
this 10.
When is the show on? I'm all in.
All the time.
It's Sunday. It's I was watching. I'm like, all right, Sunday DVR.
Yeah.
Set this
What
fucking
channel?
thing.
TLC.
TLC.
I'm all in.
And there's a great juxtaposition going on because the Russian chick and the bald guy from Cleveland, he was sitting there and he kept bringing up sex.
Yes.
And she kept bringing up reasons to not have anything to do with them. Like
Right.
he'd even say things like, "I can't wait till we have kids," and she goes, "Yeah, I don't think now's a good time for that."
Oh my
No, I don't
God.
think, no, we're not. And then the juxtaposition is the Colombian girl. All she wants to do is have sex all the time.
sex.
So the mysterious guy that she's with
It's very mysterious.
is always trying to avoid having sex with
Having
her.
sex. And he was living with his very religious parents, so they couldn't even sleep in the same bed and the same room. And I think he liked that because it was a good excuse.
Right.
But they finally moved out and got an apartment where there's like a jacuzzi and stuff.
Right.
So they show them in the jacuzzi. He gets in wearing a cowboy hat.
Right.
And they have some wine, and she gets in. She comes walking in with the fucking bikini on.
Holy
and it's
shit.
like, this is the greatest show on television.
I gotta go
And then
on.
she gets in the jacuzzi and goes to kiss him, and he's just like you'd kiss your fucking grandma.
Oh, my
and
God.
he doesn't care.
And the producers of this show are so great because number one, they give her like the tiniest bikini you've ever seen.
Big fucking tits.
And when she was staying with his parents, she came down the stairs at one point.
And what amounts to lingerie?
Yeah, wearing this like nightie with tiny shorts and but hose too, like pantyhose.
Yeah. She
Like
comes
just
down
the
for
sexiest
breakfast.
outfit you ever saw.
And
Oh
they
my
show
God.
the parents are like,
What a slut. They're thinking slut.
they're thinking slut whore. My
Or maybe
poor
they're
boy.
happy their son's fucking finally with a woman who
They were not happy.
Oh, they weren't happy.
No,
I
I
told
think
her to
in
put
the-
a robe on.
They want him to find probably a traditional
girl.
very religious,
Like that. Although
conservative
they should
girl.
realize it's either this or fucking Mike from next door.
right. So
That,
they're so they're accepting a little bit more than they would.
So they
probably.
should accept. And then there's the Asian girl.
Who from the Philippines?
She's from the Philippines, and she shouldn't complain about anything. No. She should be lucky she's even on this fucking show.
Really?
Not a looker at all.
And you could tell that they had no confidence because I know you haven't been watching since the beginning.
No, I haven't.
They didn't start her storyline until like 3 episodes into the season.
Okay, because
She's not one of the main players.
She's not a main player, and her part in every episode is a little smaller than the rest.
Oh, really?
Smaller, yeah.
And that relationship will probably work out.
That'll probably be the one that works out.
I ever tell you that one of the things that creeps me out as I walk around is like the older guys with like Asian
chicks.
Asian chicks, like either their girlfriends or wives, and the Asian chicks barely could speak English. That has always freaked
you mean
me out.
like mail order kind?
It's always freaked me out. The
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
that go and get like an Asian broad.
That's
It creeps
whole
me out,
mindset
man,
there.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a drastic age difference, but there's also a language problem because she doesn't really speak the English.
Maybe it's a fetish.
The English. I'm sure it is.
It's,
Well, it's so obviously a setup too. It's so obvious.
It's
There's nothing real there.
uncomfortable. Like the guy is like this.
Yeah.
Taking care of his fetish.
It's is this the chick? Who's
Oh,
that?
You have to pay for it.
Oh, fuck
Pay
that.
Pay
one.
for what? A clip?
What are you
No, the
talking
episode.
about?
How much is it?
That fucking girl though, when she was in that beauty shop and they're gussying her up,
Yeah.
it was like, oh no. All I was thinking was, oh no, this poor fucking guy doesn't know what he's in for. He's like, she says I could be model. And he's like, oh, he kind of looks a little thing. And then she goes, she gave me number to call.
Oh,
and he's
shit.
like, ha, no. And he's like, they do the little interview with him. He goes, there's a lot of people in that industry. I don't want them sucking her into the whole thing. Oh, does he just not want her talking to anyone?
And what's his job?
Oh, it's some shitty thing, right?
Like she's gonna be a model, and
She's going to be a model. And
you
they
know- and
showed like coming attractions of her in a photography studio.
No.
And she's got like little props and they're taking her pictures and she looks stunning.
And she's taken to it like a fish to water.
Yes!
He was just taking photos of her in their apartment.
Right, with a
and she
with
just started
camera.
mugging for the camera and
She's moving her arms,
smiling
she's
and-
smiling, throwing her hair. It's like, oh boy, this guy's fucking going to be one lonely motherfucker. He's going to be a heartbroken motherfucker.
Do you think she would upgrade him for somebody else?
Oh, in a second.
Oh,
She
wow.
just doesn't know it's out there yet.
Yeah.
She just
She doesn't
has
know.
no idea. But when she figures it out, forget it.
She doesn't know she's hot as fuck, and
Right.
she doesn't know that any guy that is 1,000 times better than this guy in terms of, what girls deem better are out there just waiting
How did,
for
how
her.
did she? How did these people meet? Like, how did she
On the
meet
internet.
him?
Internet,
Oh.
like some kind of a, hey, come to the United States. Fucking.
Except now that they're all on TV too, all three. The Philippines girl will be fine. But all
Yeah,
three
don't
of the
worry
other
about her.
girls,
Yeah.
they're all going to end up with professional athletes.
Oh,
all of them.
absolutely. Probably black, too.
I would think so.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I was all in.
I liked the clips the other day, but now you've completely sold me.
It's fantastic. I wish it was on demand on TLC because I want to catch up on
can't see any clips.
older episodes.
We watched,
Nuts.
we watched the clips.
Yeah.
We got to talk to Randy in Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
I was just talking to him directly. Awkward.
Oh,
Go ahead, Randy.
Oh.
Good morning.
Hi. Awkward. What's up?
Yes. I'd just like to say that when I was 33 and my wife of 19 years ran off, I did what any guy would do. I went out and I got me a new one. Little did I know it would be so great. Filipino gals are the greatest. She was 23. I was 43. I'm now 59. She's going to be 39. And maybe I do creep people out, but I couldn't be happier. And if these divorced dicks here in the United States would ever catch on, they'd have a great life. They're domesticated.
This is what I'm saying.
Domesticated. They shit on the papers. It's great.
How'd you meet her?
They're toilet trained.
I met her through a publication called Island Girl. And
See?
Island Girl, a publication.
Who am I to say? But I'm just saying this is one of those things that creeps me out.
Right.
Did she speak a lot of English when you met her?
you know, my wife could speak English, but she wouldn't talk to me for 4 days because she thought she was embarrassed about her grade of English that she spoke.
Oh, look at that!
And now she won't shut up.
Either that, or she every time you touched her, she wanted to scream, "Stop touching me!"
Yeah.
For me, the best move I ever made in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
For the other 6 guys that I knew, they all went down in flames. So it's.
Oh, what? Hold on. So you know 6 other guys that did exactly what you did, and those didn't work out.
Yeah.
This is why this show is going to work.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine the odds are these things don't work out in the end. You might be the exception.
I am the exception, and I can tell you that people go over there with the intention of impressing these girls, thinking that I got money, I got houses, I got cars. No, that's not what they want. They want respect, because most of the girls over there, at the time I was over there, were 80% virgin rate, and mostly Catholic, but 80% virgin. I know, turns you off, right?
Show off, fucking popped her cherry.
Hold on.
My fist.
We went through this way too quickly. So you went on a website called Island Girl, or a publication, whatever you said.
A
publication. Okay. So then is it a catalog of girls that possibly are available?
A catalog of girls that are available, and
Okay. And then what? Then you go to the Philippines to meet them?
yeah, I flew over to Cebu City, and of course I had like 10 or 12 of them lined up. But rope one out of the herd, man.
So, all right, there's 12 lined up. Then what happens?
Well, I took them all to dinner at different intervals and different days, and I stayed over there for 15 days and was respectful to them and their families, because some of those girls traveled 4 and 5 hours to come meet me in Cebu City.
All right, and did you have sex with any of the girls during the?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm just asking, and then, so then you decide at the end of it, this one you really like, and then you just take her to America?
No, I have to come back, and I spent the next 6 months on weekends filling out paperwork with a typewriter and submitting it and going through the government jungle bureaucracy. And it took another. I brought her over here on a K-9 visa, and I know K-9.
Oh no, yeah, she's working for the police.
K-9 visa.
Well, let me ask you a question, dude. How do you know she's not looking for somebody else this whole time?
Or using you just to get to America, and then she's going to ditch you?
Well, Jim, I didn't have nothing to lose after 20 years of being married and then wiped out. I got nothing.
Wow, he really was turned off.
Yeah,
to
you were
American
just like, fuck
chicks.
it, I'm going to take a chance.
Fuck that.
I'm going to take a chance. I had nothing to lose. And
Yeah.
besides that, I looked at her family history. her father was murdered when she was 6, and her mom. Well, it's serious.
Do you understand what I said earlier? That this is exactly what creeps me out. This creeps me out when I see you guys.
Dad was murdered.
But it's worked for you, so.
Yeah, plus arranged marriages have happened forever, too. So, I mean, there are cases where you can meet somebody in weird circumstances and, I guess, make it work.
Right.
Wow.
Well, it takes, like my wife said, she goes, I didn't know who my brother or sister were. I love them. I can, you learn to love people through their behavior.
Okay.
You're right, though. It's creepy.
All right. Thank you.
Creepy.
That's not as creepy as I thought it would be.
Thank you.
No, it's work. But he proved my point. The other 6 he knows that they did not work out.
Right.
What happened in some of those situations? They just ditched the guy to find something better in America?
Well, one fellow disclosed that he was extremely rich, and he asked me, he says, what can I do? I don't know how to tell her. So he told her, and the girl went nuts and just, started spending money, and he was an oddball anyway, but he had a lot of money, and she just, for going from 0 to 300 mile an hour is very hard.
Right.
All
right.
Yeah, these girls got nothing, and then all of a sudden,
Why would he disclose he was rich? That's the first thing I would say if I was rich.
Yeah, right.
No. And I looked at letters that my wife had received from different guys. One guy wanted to start a new race. I was thought Anthony. One guy wanted to start an experiment and was going to have super children and wanted to start a new race.
Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh my God! What a
super race!
What a crazy world!
I like that.
And
good idea.
Some of them wanted to get married on the side. We can get married and stay by the beach, but we don't need to tell anybody.
That's a
there's
good idea.
a lot of abuse.
Right.
A lot of abuse of girls over there.
I would imagine, but it worked out for you. Good for you, Randy.
I'm great. I'm happy.
Wow.
All right, buddy. Thanks for sharing. Fascinating.
Great stuff going on.
Yeah.
Let's go to Justin in Ohio. Justin.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Boy.
Hey, I got a neighbor here in Canton that he's on his 4th Russian wife now.
Wow.
He's done 4 Russian brides. Your neighbor.
Yeah, he's been with her for like 3-4 years now, but before that,
Wow.
he had 3 other ones that would come over, you'd see them, they'd be there for a couple of weeks, 2-3 months at the most, and then they'd disappear, be no woman around for a couple of months, and then a new one would pop
He
up.
was killing them.
Oh, so maybe he just does this because he likes to fuck these hot Russian girls. Maybe it's an arrangement he
That's
has with.
true.
Yeah.
Well, this
Maybe he
guy.
doesn't
You're
want
saying
her
there was a
relationship.
return policy?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was like the last dude was saying. He's got some magazine where you go through. It's got photos, and you apply, and they send them over. And I guess it was just kind of like this show where he was testing them out, and then if it didn't work out, he sent them back until he got one he liked.
Wow, Jesus.
Who enforces that though? What do you call the customer complaint department?
Right. This
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
broken.
Yeah, my wife can't cook.
This thing won't fuck me.
Right.
Yeah, this thing has a fucking disgusting smelling undercarriage.
All right, Justin.
All right, guys, thanks.
Now, someone else is asking the show you guys are watching, which I will absolutely start watching. Is it real? People are saying, do you believe
Yeah.
it's real?
I do.
You do?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Except, you know what's funny about that Russian chick that we think is scamming this guy? Like, she's the most obvious scammer because she hates him.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only, she's got something up her sleeve because not only does she know the language, but she gets dialect. Like she was saying, like, yeah, she's just hanging out talking to these random girls. And
Yeah.
like nobody who just learned the language would say random like
She's
that.
very proficient in English.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
But
It
I
is
think
weird.
but I think that's less of producers trying to set something up.
Right.
And more of her being like, no, I'm going to really learn how they speak in America.
Right.
I'm going to fuck
and
someone over.
Fit in and
And then fuck someone over.
And the guy's sister is completely against this.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, this girl is fucking scamming.
Right.
Well, they all see the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Do you see the way they took her? They took her to. He took her to a place that is like, oh, this is where we're gonna have our reception, a wedding reception, and it's just some little dive place. And the guy that owns the place is nice enough. He's like, yeah, we could fit 40, some.
But
odd
it's like a
people.
little restaurant. It's like almost like a.
But it's like a restaurant.
a mom
yeah.
and pop TGI Fridays.
Right.
Right. So, but she's like sitting there. She's like, no, I had the idea of something more romantic, and this is not what I want.
Oh,
I don't want
God.
that. She won't eat in front of people.
Yeah, she has like she wouldn't eat in front of his family,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "Well, I mean, she doesn't really like it, but I was thinking that once they brought the food out, that she would enjoy the food and turn
You
around.
want to try some? A little bite?
She won't have one bite
She's
of
like,
anything."
No.
Oh,
No.
wow. Which one was that again?
The Russian.
Oh, the Russian, yeah,
The
she-
one who really just treats him like shit.
Yeah, she is extremely cold.
Oh, they're all
Extremely.
cold. I've never met a Russian chick that I would want to date that was like that had the accent.
Right.
They all strike me as very, very bloodless, even
Yeah.
though they might not be. They never seem nice to me.
She's on a 90-day visa. She's engaged. She's marrying this dude.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about sex, and she goes, I think we should wait.
No. He goes, yeah, we've been talking for a while. Like, they've been talking for over a year. And she gets there, and she's like, no, I need to know him more. Oh, boy.
No.
Oh, boy. And any girl, if they're attracted to a guy that she's engaged to, would be fucking him right off the bat.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Fascinating. What is it called again?
90 Day Fiance.
We're all in.
It's a really good show.
I'm going home and watching an episode as soon as I get home.
Oh, yeah.
And they replay it a lot, too, I think. So you should be able to find it.
Jeff in Delaware. Jeff,
Hey, what's going on, guys?
what's up,
Hey,
Jeff?
man, I was looking like an idiot at the gym, just with a big smile on my face the whole time. That new podcast, man. I don't know what happened to that character Jimmy did, the frown person. I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Get turned into something else.
yeah.
Frank the Frowner.
Frank the Frowner, right. Thank you.
Frank the Frowner became Ted Scheckler.
Yes.
Yeah, where he just pissed and shit for 15, 20 minutes, and Bob Kelly kept throwing up. Jesus Christ, that was funny.
Well, thanks, man. I don't remember it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, this week's podcast is getting very good reviews. It's called Super Puke with Bob
Yes.
Kelly. All the times he's puked on our show, or a lot of the times anyway. And the bits around him puking are hilarious too. So
Not all the times he's puked. Only the very best times. that he's
Only
puked.
the first 2 hours of his vomiting.
oh yeah, I don't think we got all of them.
No.
That's for sure. So go download our latest podcast. Every Wednesday, a brand new Opie and Anthony podcast, and this one seems to be doing very well.
Yeah.
It's called Super Puke with Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly puking. There's very few things that make me laugh as hard as him vomiting. That fuck, because it's so real and genuine.
Right.
Oh, Voss is a bad puker too, but Bobby is a faster puker. Like Voss has to smell something gross or a fart.
Yeah.
Right.
But Bobby can literally just look at a photo of a roid and an asshole
And he will
begin vomiting.
right into vomit mode.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
on.
that was fucking great. Hey, I also watched Midnight Cowboy last night. And yeah.
Starting it.
And do you know who the fucking guy is with the glasses that blows Joe Buck in the movie theater?
Let me guess, because I'm picturing him. I can picture him.
Yeah.
No.
He's the guy that played the fucking head of the network on Seinfeld.
Oh, so I would know that.
Fucking Bob
Bob Balaban?
Balaban. That's Bob fucking Balaban. It didn't even, I couldn't even figure, I'm looking going like, and then after I found out, I'm like, no fucking way. That's Bob Balaban. Which is odd because that's John Voight in the part, and, you know, John Voight's car and fucking.
Oh yeah, let me go back to that bald picture. Go,
That guy.
Look at his. Go. Move his like up to the glasses. Like take his bald head out of it. That fucking mouth. That's yeah.
That's the
That's the guy, huh?
I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit. Yeah, that guy was in like Close Encounters and shit like that. Very fucking.
All right.
He was on Seinfeld last night on
nowhere.
TBS.
Yeah, there you go.
A good strong back, Joe Buck.
Oh God, that fucking guy.
We got to take a break. Got to talk about the Biebs. More Rob Ford. Mm-hmm. The congressman apologized, but he's just a fucking douchebag. Period. But he'll explain why he wanted.
That's him.
That's him. That's
That's the real him, not the apologetic guy. The guy that's threatening some little wormy fucking reporter.
That didn't even ask anything too crazy, to be honest with you.
No. He just asked a fucking question.
More within his within his means to ask that.
Of course.
And then other shit. We'll figure it out.